And this jackass kills her, calls you up, and the next thing you know, you're standing there watching him pull this poor girl up by her darn ankle and tossing her into the back of a car. You see a big old hole in Jordie's neck. You see blood coming out of Jordie's neck. What did Harry tell you about how she got a hole in her neck? Nothing? That is strange. Just trust me when I tell you, there are cameras everywhere. I know you got a phone call and your life changed. Her life ended at the hands of your boyfriend. And how dare his ass, how dare him, as loyal as you are, think about this for just a minute. Holy cow. How dare him, as loyal as you are, and all of his crap that you've put up with, think about that for a minute. How dare him wrap you up in this? Let me ask you something. I want you to tell me something, okay? When he called you, after he did this, what? And I'll be honest with you, truly, I'm having such a hard time wrapping my mind around why in the world he involved you in this. And I understand that you just told me that he was scared, and that's why I called you, right? Would you share with me what the first thing out of your mouth was when he called you?
What the fuck happened?
So you said to him, what the fuck happened? What did he tell you? Did he have the guts to tell you?
He said he was at the bar. That's when I kept.
You alright? Do you need some more water?
I got PTSD.
Okay.
Severe
Go ahead.
anxiety.
I don't want to interrupt you.
Said he was at the bar. There was some guy up there that kept bugging him, and he kept trying to tell him go away, you know, whatever. And, well, finally, I don't know what led up to this, but the guy was out in the middle of the road on his knees saying, "Please, Mr. Harry, don't beat me up." I guess the guy just went and leave him alone.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he said all of his friends left. Then either got in their vehicles and left, or they took a cab, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, they were gone.
Okay.
So I guess this lady and a guy that she was with decided to,
A guy that she was with?
yeah,
Okay.
there was a guy that was with her apparently,
Okay.
said that they would give him a ride home.
Okay.
He's drunk, so he said, sure.
Okay.
Well, he's stumbling down to wherever their car is supposed to be,
Okay.
and all of a sudden, her and the guy that she was with pulled a knife on him. Well,
Pulled a knife on
Harry.
Harry? Okay. Okay.
So he either went like that and pushed her, or whatever, and I guess she flew over a fence, and the guy that was with her hauled ass.
And that's the story Harry told you?
Yes.
Okay. So, how many times did Harry try to call you before you answered the phone?
I think twice.
Okay. And it was at
to go and get a pack of cigarettes.
At what time?
That's a long way.
Yeah. It's
So-
like 9 miles.
All right.
I walked
What
that.
was, tell me what Harry's, how did he sound?
Right?
Okay? So, when Harry sounds frightened to you, we've already established that Harry's a big,
Something.
burly, right, okay. Tell me about it. What are you thinking when Harry sounds frightened?
What am I thinking?
Yeah,
What I said to him. What the fuck happened?
are you hungry?
No.
Okay. So you guys have this conversation, you and Harry, that you just told me. Then what? Tell me about your plans. Tell me about the plans that, tell me.
He wanted to go back and see if she was alive, dead, whatnot. So he got the car from his mom.
And what are you telling me when he says to you, now is he telling you this on the phone or has he made it to you yet?
He's made it too.
And he has made it to you how?
He walked down US 1 to his father-in-law's house. His father-in-law runs 208.
And refresh my memory, because I forgot, what's his father-in-law's name?
If they have the same last name or
I don't remember. Do you got his phone number? Do you know his phone number? I don't know.
Do you know where he lives? Somewhere in US 1 South?
not.
Okay, so Harry makes it to you. So you guys are now together. Are you walking?
No. He's in the house.
Okay. So you're in the house and you're obviously talking. So is this when he tells you he wants to go back to see? Start from there. Tell me from there.
He went and got his mom's car. And he went back over there.
Okay.
And all you could see were her shoes up on top of the fence. And he looked over. She was dead.
How did he look over?
Just
How did he see her? It's dark.
at that point, I don't even know if he had anything to see with her, like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. What's he wearing? What are you wearing? Okay. How does he get her from the other side of the fence? I know, but I want you to tell me.
And he grabbed her.
How? Tell me where you're standing and tell me how you see it.
It just goes like that, grabs her.
Will you show me? in here, will you stand up and show me? So, if, all right, so you're Harry, come right here. So you're Harry, this is the fence, right? So this might be okay because Harry's a big dude and maybe the fence comes up to about right here on him, right? So if I'm her, you said her legs were up on the fence, right? So is she laying? How?
I guess so, I could.
Where were you standing?
Oh, like back this way, all I could see were her shoes.
Okay, okay, so if you're standing back that way, so obviously I know the car is facing the wrong way on Cedar Street. We've went over all that already, right? So you know all that. You know I know what I'm talking about. We've went over all that crap, right? Where are you standing and how are you seeing Harry do all this stuff? You know what I'm saying?
I'm like right here.
Where's Harry at?
There, just like right
And you're standing behind Harry?
Yeah.
So are you telling me that Harry's strong enough to just, like, show me? So you're telling me Harry is strong enough to just, like, literally reach over the fence and grab her by the foot and lift her up like this? Over the fence? Is that what you're telling me? Okay. Oh, I believe you. He's a big dude. And then what?
They put her in the back of the car.
How?
Just kinda like.
It's okay. It's okay. You're doing good. You're doing good. Just let it all out. You need some tissues? Okay. Good. Get it all out. How? How do you get her? I mean, how?
I think, I'm not positive, when he put her in the back of the car, he had her by her pants, I believe. And just kind of put her in the car.
And what were you doing?
Standing there trying to make sure people weren't looking.
Say that again.
Just standing there trying to make sure people weren't coming and looking.
So let me ask you this.
Because I was hoping to God she wasn't dead.
Well, how did you know what I was going to ask you next?
I didn't.
Oh, well, it sounded like you did because you just said you were hoping to God that she wasn't dead. Isn't that what you just said? I was just about to say, how do you know she was dead?
I didn't.
You didn't know she was dead?
No, not until I saw the, all the blood coming down from her neck. I pretty much figured it out.
Yeah. Tell me what her neck looked like.
Just the hole. Big old hole.
Did you say a big old hole? Where? Can you show me? On me?
Like right there.
Can you tell me what side? Do you remember what side of her neck? Take your time. Think about it. So you think she had a big hole on the left-hand side of her neck?
Pretty sure.
Okay. Did you see any other wounds? Okay. So after you saw this big hole in her neck, you said you saw blood coming out of her neck? What did you think then? Did you say anything to Harry? What did he say?
He said a lot of stuff.
He said a lot of stuff? At what point, so you know 4 people came by. What was going on then? At what point in this process, what was the deal right then when these 4 people walked by? Think back to that night. So do you remember the 4 people walking by? What was going on right then? Obviously I can't tell what y'all were thinking right then, but
At that point, I thought he was gonna try and grab her, and then I seen him, you know, the people walk up,
yeah.
and I told him, I said, no, stop. It's not an everyday thing.
Yeah.
Around the corner.
Yeah. So you were the lookout? Lookout? Okay. I don't know, how visible was she? I mean, obviously I've been there and I've seen it. I mean, I can see the bushes on the other side of the fence. So evidently she was laid on her back with her legs kind of up in the air, like this.
Oh,
Like if this is the fence, she was laid down with her legs up in the fence.
well, I don't know if it was,
If I lay down, can you kind of put me?
all I saw were her shoes. I didn't see her body, I just saw her shoes.
But we can kind
Her
of.
toes up.
I didn't see toes.
But look here,
Like her
if this is the
shoes.
look here, if this is the,
Yeah,
like if this is the fence right here, okay, and I'm on the inside of the fence, if I'm her on the inside of the fence, right, and you guys are on the outside of the fence, right, can you imagine that? Would her legs be like this?
yeah.
So it would be easier for him to just kind of reach over. He wouldn't have to reach all the way down to the ground. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
He could just reach over and grab a leg or the legs. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. So when the guys and girls and cars were coming down the road, you would say,
Well, it was just that one time and I said, stop, just wait.
okay. Okay. So she's in the car. What's in the car? Is it? Did he put her on something?
No blankets or
Yeah, no blankets, no
anything
nothing.
in the car.
No, he was so scared. When we left the house that he had really hurt, that he didn't think to grab any blankets, anything plan or anything like that. It's,
Back seats up, back seats down. Do you remember that? No. She's pretty small. Right?
she looks small.
Yeah. So she's in the car. Then what?
He dropped me off.
And then what?
He dropped me off.
Where?
At the store.
Which store?
Close to my mom's house.
One more time.
I'm close to my mom's house.
One close to your mom's house. And where's that at?
The south.
Oh, over near
Is it the,
Okay.
Orchis. Is it Orchis or Orcus?
I say Orcus.
Okay, Orcus Road, I'll go with that. And then he does what?
He leaves.
And does what? Well, you know it's important to us that we find her. You know. That's important to us. It's important to her family. It's important to her mom. All of her relatives.
I don't know.
I think you would tell me if you knew.
I just told you.
I know you did, and I appreciate that. I want you to know that I appreciate that. I really do. Has he told you what he did with her? It's important.
No, and I haven't asked.
Have you guys talked about it? Has he said anything to you about it? A word? Anything about what if the cops come to talk to you? Anything at all? Nothing? That is strange.
and you were together last night?
You guys were together last night and he has not mentioned anything about this? Yes, he has. Okay. Let me ask you real quick, and this is kind of off that subject. I forgot what I was gonna say. Okay, never mind. I forgot what I was gonna say. I'm sorry. Been a long day. Okay, let's collect our thoughts. I'm gonna let you smoke a cigarette now. I think I promised you that you could smoke a cigarette when we were done with this part of it, right? Do you still want to smoke a cigarette? Would you like some more water? You just want to smoke a cigarette? I'm gonna let Detective Trotsky take you out and smoke a cigarette. Hey. Thank you. Okay?
The kids end up without a mom, tell them I love them.
Just have a real quick, all right?
Hey. So, sorry. Swine flu. Sorry. So we talked about the videos earlier. Sorry. And all the cell phone stuff. Can I see your cell phone again, please? again, with the cell phones and the videos and all that. So where we are right now in the St. Augustine Police Department, we've got cameras here. They've got cameras here. There's cameras across the street. There's cameras. Just trust me when I tell you, there are cameras everywhere. Do you believe me? I know you're scared. I know you're upset. I would be too. But bear with me. Okay? This is King Street, out in front right here. I know that after you guys left Cedar Street, eventually you made it to King Street, and then you turned up King Street, which would have made you go in a westerly direction. That's right, correct?
Mhm.
West? Yeah. West on King Street. It brought you directly in front of the police station. Okay? There's cameras here. You were directly in front of the police station. The street that turns to the right, directly across the police station, is Malaga Street. Your car stops there, the light, and turns right on Malaga Street. It goes straight on Malaga Street, and it hits US 1. When your car hits US 1, it continues northbound on US 1. When you get to the intersection of US 1 and State Road 16, you guys turn left. Okay? When you turn left, that puts you going back to a westerly direction, out towards the west, towards the outlet malls. Okay? So we need to talk again. Okay? I understand that you've got loyalty to Harry. And I'm just going to talk for a second, okay? And then I want you to talk, and I want you to set me straight, okay? I want you to correct me if I'm wrong, because I could be wrong about what I'm saying, about what all this stuff that I just said. You know I'm right, right? Yeah. So I'm thinking that maybe you've got some loyalty to Harry, or maybe that you're afraid of him, or something that caused you to not tell me about all this a minute ago. Okay, and that's understandable, okay? That's understandable because that was a lot of stuff going on. Understandable, okay? A lot of stuff going on. I understand that. You're probably not calm when that was happening. Is that a fair statement? Is that a fair statement? So, talk to me.
As far as what?
Where'd you go? Where'd you take her?
Take her, I don't know where she is. He dropped me off. He wouldn't take me with him.
don't want you to.
I swear to God, I don't know.
Where'd he drop you off?
I know it dropped off on 16,
Where?
right there by the Publix. I got out at like, I don't know where she is. I really don't. If I did, I would tell you. I've told you everything.
Why did you give me the other story a minute ago? About going to dropping you off at your mom's house?
At the convenience store by your mom's.
Yeah.
Because it seemed like personal.
Do you see how that would make us doubt what you're telling us now?
Yes.
Do you know that? Do you know by now? Before I ask you a question, I probably know the answer to it already. Are you picking up on that yet? Where do we go from here? I want you to open up to me. You know? I want you to talk to me. It's really hard for me to believe that you and Harry were riding around in a car, in his mom's car, with a dead body in the back seat, 2 feet from you. And you
Nothing
guys were
over.
silent. You guys weren't talking to one another. He wasn't saying anything. You weren't saying anything.
I was scared. I didn't know what to say.
Now that isn't hard to believe. But what is hard to believe for me is that Harry was keeping his mouth closed. Because all the things that I know about Harry is not that he keeps his mouth closed. Harry's in control. Harry says what is, what isn't. What's he saying?
He said he wished it never happened and that she never should have tried to rob him even though he didn't have fucking penny in his pocket. And he was just trying to defend himself because she had and so did her friend who was with her.
Hmm. What did Harry tell you about how she got a hole in her neck?
When he went like that and pushed her, I guess she had to like
Does that sound like a real story to you? Huh? Really? Do you believe that? Do you expect me to believe that? Do you think anybody would believe that? What did he really tell you?
That's exactly what
You believe him?
he wouldn't go and hurt somebody
Okay. So, you're telling me that he stopped the car at the Publix on State Road 16,
Like right there.
and what time of day was that?
I have no idea what that was.
Guess.
Was the sun coming up yet?
I don't know, everything was like a blur.
What did you do when you got out of the car?
Walked
Where?
from 16.
You're telling me that you walked from 16 to Walmart.
I walked from 16 all
Is your
the way
phone
to-
gonna tell me that?
I didn't have my phone.
Oh, so you're back to not having your phone?
No, I had forgot it in the car.
Hmm. So your phone was in the car with Harry? Okay. Okay. So how do we get to Harry's house from State Road 16? Where you used to live, with Harry.
And drive there.
Thanks for that. No, directions.
What route?
What route do you take? Say you and I are in a car together and we're at 16, on State Road 16, at the light at Publix. And we're going towards the Avenues Mall, okay? So you tell me
The
how,
outlet.
what,
Outlet.
all right, I'm sorry, the outlet mall. I get confused about the mall thing. Tell me what route that I take.
The route that I would take would
Mhm.
just be going straight down 16 and then getting on 208.
Would you agree that it is pretty much a straight shot, that you kinda don't even have to get off of State Road 16? It sort of turns right into 208-ish. Is that a fair statement? And then eventually you pass what is it? I guess it's what's that? Joe Ashton Road, and then C.H. Arnold Road, right? And then is it Passetti Road, right? No, is that not Passetti? Passetti? I don't know.
I just know
And then
Joe
Ada.
Ashton and C.H. Arnold.
Joe Ashton, C.H. Arnold, and then Ada Arnold, right? Which is the road,
He lives right.
yeah, that you and he used to live on, right? Your best guess is where he's gonna put her body. Keep in mind that I talked to his mom earlier today. I didn't lie to you about that. Okay? Where's your best guess that he would put her to hide hide her, whatever. I want you to guess for me. It's just a guess. It's all, it's just a guess. You don't want to say it?
I don't know.
You don't want to guess? You feel weird about it?
Yeah,
You do?
yeah,
You just feel weird about guessing?
yeah.
Why?
Because I feel like,
You feel like what?
I don't know, I guess that would be like planning it out or something. Does that make sense?
No.
Like if I said, hey, I'm gonna, I don't know.
You got me on the edge of my seat here. Come on. Finish what you were saying. You know that.
I just think it makes it sound weird, like if you say, oh, I'm gonna bury you 2 feet to the right of where I'm sitting, like, I'm planning on doing that. Like, that sounds like a plan, right? Like, or,
You know,
I mean,
I don't know. Maybe it depends on who's saying it.
I don't know.
How much farm equipment is out there? Like tractors, you know what I mean? Front end loaders. What sort of implements would make it easy to bury a body out there on his property, on his mom's property or whatever? What do you think he'd bury her with? Just a shovel? What I'm asking you is there a tractor or a backhoe or a bulldozer out there?
No, there's none of that.
Okay. Did he discuss with you where he put her? Did you ever ask him where he put her? Did you ask him why he did that to her?
No, I just listened.
You didn't. Wasn't like a
When he told me, he said that they had tried to rob him. And they both had knives. And he went like this, or he pushed her, so, but, and did think about it. I just believed it.
well, the way you're talking, it doesn't seem, I don't know, this doesn't make any sense to me. You know? It doesn't make any sense at all. You just push somebody, and all of a sudden they got a big hole in their neck, and then you call your, can I say girlfriend? And then you call your girlfriend to come help you load a body up into the back of a car? And if you just look at it this way, look, I want you to look at it from my point of view, okay? Can you do that for me? I want you to try to put yourself in my shoes for just a minute. So you listen to me tell that story about you just pushed her, and then she fell over a fence, calls me, and I show up. She's got a big hole in her neck. We put her in the back of a car. Why would you want to come back and see her? That's all he did was just push her, and he ran down the street like you said.
No, but he, oh, yeah, he did.
It's just not adding up.
All I know is what he told me.
Okay.
Told you everything.
All right, hold tight for just a second. Just sit tight.
When you got out of the car, which way did you go? I mean, how physically did you walk away from the intersection? That's a pretty busy intersection. Do you remember which way you walked? Do you know what side of the road you were walking on? Was it the same side as that golf course, or the other side? Hmm? Do you know what golf course I'm talking about?
The one where those apartments are.
Mm-hmm. Were you walking on the same side as that, or the other side?
Do you mind taking me to the restroom?
Hi. You're not trying to escape, are you?
No, I gotta pee.
Okay. Oh, thanks for the info. Slice of pizza and a Coke, or anything. It's all in the house. Sausage, pepperoni, sausage, what do you want? And a Coke. Okay. You want to smoke cigarettes? Get time to smoke one if you want. Okay. Come on out.
What kind of pizza?
I'm gonna make a phone call anyway. Pepperoni.
One or two?
Two sounds good.
Two. And what else?
Here, go.
Is it pretty good?
Did he get you 2 pieces? Holy moly. You need a napkin? Please.
A little bit of energy back in you? Where are you from?
Born in St. Pete.
What do you do?
I was, cleaning houses.
Mm-hmm. What is your, do you have any, you know, like formal training, any sort of formal training?
Seaman.
How long have you been doing that?
Off and on for probably like 6 years or so.
Do you like it?
Okay. It's got its ups and its downs, just like any other job.
Do you eat Carmelo's a lot?
Not really.
No? What's your favorite pizza joint?
DeLeon's.
Oh, yeah?
DeLeon's at 5-star.
Hmm. That was nice of you.
Yeah, it was,
Why are your hands bruised up like they are?
Bruce easy.
Hmm.
I got bruises on my leg from.
Your other hand? You wanna tell me about that?
Nothing to it.
So that's a no. Okay. So, I want you to know that we are really we really we really want Jordie okay, whatever little bit of respect and dignity that we all can bring to her and give her at this point. It's important to me, to Jen, I think maybe to you. No doubt to her mother and the rest of her family, who is has called here, you know, imagine if you will, seeing your baby on the news. Please, if you have any information about where my baby is, please help. Please help me find my baby Because to a mom,
Yeah, no, I lost my son when he was 4.5 months old.
that's horrible.
Believe me, I know.
I can't imagine what you went through.
And my grandfather was murdered.
And once again, I can't imagine what you went through. With that. And I'm not gonna insult your intelligence and tell you that I know how you feel, because I don't. I can't imagine it. But I can say this, that seeing Jordie's mom, seeing her face and her eyes, anguish, do you think that's a good or
Turmoil.
a fair representation of maybe what she's going through?
Turmoil. She's probably going back and forth between hoping that her daughter's still alive and knowing that she probably isn't, but still hoping because she hasn't been found yet. Do you have any information about where she might be?
I really don't. Travis, I really don't.
I told you.
I want you to know that what you've done so far, what you've given me so far, I can't express to you how appreciative I am for that, okay? Because it is going to help. It is going to help bring closure to all of this, okay? Not only for her, but for you also, okay? I'm trying to put into words how I want to say what I want to say to you about this and where she is, and where she's buried. Once again, I know you didn't murder her. You know you didn't murder her. Right? We both know that. Yeah, we both know that. Do we all know that in this room? We all agree that you didn't murder her. Okay? Can we all say that and agree on it? Okay. Let's be open and let's be real in this room. We all know in this room that Harry called you up and said what he said to you, and I'm paraphrasing here, I'm not using your exact words, I'm just kind of telling the story, you know. Harry calls you up and says to you, once again I'm paraphrasing, pretty much over the phone and in person, pretty much, I've killed this girl, I need your help. You're always there for him, through thick and thin,
He didn't
because that's,
know if she was dead or not. He said, I think I killed someone, but I don't know. That's why he wanted to go back, because he was scared that he did his way.
fair enough, fair enough. But through thick and thin, you're there for him, right? Because maybe you love him, maybe you have an unwavering loyalty, and you are loyal to a fault Fair? So you load up in Mom's car with Harry. Here you come down Cedar Street, and you provide a lookout for Harry. Right? Okay. Y'all put Jordie in the back of the car. Right?
He did.
He did. You see a big old hole in Jordie's neck. You see blood coming out of Jordie's neck. You say to me a few minutes ago that you didn't think at first that she was dead, but then,
I was hoping to God she wasn't.
and you were hoping to God that she wasn't. But then you see a big hole, and you touched my neck right here, and you said you seen a big hole in her neck, and then you knew she was dead, right? Okay. She's in the car, and you guys leave. I still don't think, I still know that you didn't have anything to do with killing this girl. Do you believe up till now that I have not lied to you? Do you believe that I have been truthful with you in everything that I have said? Do you believe that I'm going to be honest with you from this point on?
Yes.
Okay, good. I believe, and I know in my heart and soul that you have more to share about this. Okay? And I want you to know that you've done what you've done. And nothing's going to change that. Okay? You can't go back and change anything. Okay? I don't want you to make things worse for yourself. Okay? Please believe me. We've agreed. You've told me that you believe me. Okay? I don't want you to make things worse for yourself. Okay? By remaining silent, and not finishing this out, and not closing this out, it could get worse for you. Okay? I'm being open with you. I'm being honest with you. I'm being real with you. Okay? I know the answer to this, but I'm going to ask you because, just for the sake of, so we all, did you kill her?
No.
Right. get completely off the tracks. Metaphorically speaking, you've taken one step off the railroad tracks from in front of that train that was coming toward you a couple of hours ago. Okay? Take the next step.
Travis, I don't know.
I really, really want to believe you. I do. I really want to believe you. Okay? You can't make it any worse for yourself, sweetheart, by telling me where she's buried. I don't know how else to tell you that. You can't make it any worse for yourself. I know you didn't kill her. I know you didn't. You can't make it any worse for yourself. Know that. Okay? Listen to me. Know that. You can't make it any worse for yourself. Good Lord of mercy. You can't make it any worse for yourself. Get off the tracks. Come on.
The only thing I can think of is to go out there and check the yard
What yard?
where he's staying at,
Why do you say that?
because that's the way he was heading.
Well, we know that. I mean,
I mean, it's
because, you know why? Why do we, tell me why we know that.
probably my phone. Well, I mean, the pictures and stuff they have of the car and everything.
Which way did y'all go?
He went that way, I went the opposite way.
No, no. By the police station, right? This way, and then right, correct? Onto Mount. I know you don't know the name of the streets, but right, all that stuff, all that's correct, is it not?
I believe so, but like I said, everything's a blur.
I understand.
I'm not trying to be difficult.
I,
No.
You're being a little difficult, and I know why, and I'm not holding it against you. I'm not holding it against you. If I were holding it against you, I'd be yelling at you, I'd be screaming at you, I'd be doing all that stuff. That's not how I roll. That's not how I roll. I want you to know that I know how you got wrapped up in this crap. I know how you got wrapped up in this crap. Okay? I know you got a phone call and your life changed. Your life changed from that moment on. Right? Her life ended. Her life ended at the hands of your boyfriend, ex-boyfriend, whatever. Her life ended violently. The robbery, whatever story that he told you, no. No. Her life ended for no damn good reason. None. No good reason for a 6'4", 260-pound man to do what he did to her and dump her lifeless body on the other side of a fence. And how dare his ass, how dare him, as loyal as you are, Think about this for just a minute. Holy cow. How dare him, as loyal as you are, and all of his crap that you've put up with, think about that for a minute. How dare him wrap you up in this? And you've got nothing. Nothing to do with this. Here you are, living your life, doing the things that you do, and this jackass kills her, calls you up, and the next thing you know, you're standing there watching him pull this poor girl up by her darn ankle and tossing her into the back of a car. Dead. With a big old hole in her neck. Do you deserve that? Where in the wide world of sports do you think that you deserve for him to call you up and get you in the middle of all that crap? No way. You don't. You don't. Nothing in your life have you done to deserve what you're going through right now. Nothing in your life have you done to deserve to have a guy like me and a girl like her sitting in a room like this talking to you the way we're talking to you about the things we're talking to you about dead girls with holes in their neck. Right? Right? How much more horrible can it get for you right now? I'm going to tell you how much more horrible it can get for you. I want to believe you that you don't know where this girl is, but I'm having a hard time with it.
Just finish it. Just finish what you started.
You already told me to go look in his yard. Finish it up. Let's finish it out and let's be done with it. Okay? Finish it out and let's be done with it. Can we please finish it up and let's be done with it? Please. Listen, I know it's hard. I know it's hard. Finish it up. Let's be done.
Can't be easy
Let
to
it
keep
go.
something
Just
like
let
that.
it go. Finish it up.
He told me that he buried her at the house that he's staying in right now, where his mom used to stay, because his mom's in the trailer now he's in the little house. If you go out the back door, the back porch,
Can you draw it for me? Because I'm not going to remember this, I promise you.
this is my understanding of it, because this is what he told me. Okay, the house.
Okay, front. Do you know which way is north or south or anything like that? Where's 208?
Alright, so we're going this way and out of Arnold. It's like right here in the driveway. When you come in, you can either go this way
Mm-hmm.
or you can go this way.
Mm-hmm.
This is where the trailer is.
Mm-hmm.
This
So it's a house, not a trailer?
Yeah, it's
Okay,
a house, and there's other houses that are back
Okay,
there.
I
And
gotcha.
then there's woods
mm-hmm,
between there that kind of give it privacy.
mm-hmm,
So it's the back of the house.
mm-hmm.
It's and that he buried her right across from the house.
So he buried her from in between the back of the house and the beginning of the woods?
Yeah, that's what he said.
How deep did he bury her?
I don't know.
Tell me what, and this is important because it's gonna help us find her. How did he bury her?
He just said he dug a hole.
Just
With a
dug a
shovel?
hole and threw, yeah, just dug a hole and threw her in there?
That's what he said.
Oh, okay, perfect. Do me a favor and just like initial that for me, because I don't want anybody to say that I drew it, because I'm a horrible artist. Okay, alright, well, look here, this is kinda like what you just drew. Show me what I'm looking at here. Take your pen. Mm-hmm. Point to his house. So this is Ada Arnold, it's got the little name on it, right? Okay. It's not on there,
Doesn't, no,
it's not,
not right, cause they got a pond in the yard.
that's not it, there's a pond. You find it?
I think this is it.
Okay.
It's there.
Okay. Is that okay? Here, do you want me to fold it like this so you can, so is it shadowed or what?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so you got 208.
Yep, that's 208, mm-hmm,
You come in.
mm-hmm. Can we get a red marker? Let's hold that before you draw, we'll get a red marker. Let me see your pen.
Is it broken? Sorry.
I don't know what
Is
it's-
it broken?
The tip broke right off.
Alright, try this one. Oh,
You come in.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Now see how it splits.
yep, I see how it splits, yep.
Alright, well, instead of going this way, cause that's where the
That's-
trailer is.
That's the pond.
Oh, the trailer is like right here in front.
Oh, the trailer's in front of the pond?
Yeah.
Okay,
So you keep going, and if I'm not mistaken by this picture,
Mhm.
because the picture's kind of fuzzy,
mm-hmm,
it's this one right
okay,
here. Or it could be back a little bit, I don't know how old this picture is. There's gonna be woods like this,
mm-hmm. Is this the house that you're talking about?
And the house will be like right here.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think this is Nanny's house right there.
All right. So, how, ow, put your initials right here for me. How much have you guys talked about this? Via text or anything else? I can't imagine that you haven't texted him or called him or something tonight saying, holy cow, I'm in here with
I
it.
sent him a message earlier that said, this is crazy, and that was all.
Let you guys see it. And
You want me to,
That's all I said to him, he hasn't checked it.
is it, can I flick it? Yes? Which day am I looking at here?
This is today.
This is all today?
Yeah.
And he says to you today, it's going to be very serious for a little while? What does that
The
mean?
conversation that he was gonna have with his.
This is you and Green? Okay, well, I don't know what time, and I'll let you know as soon as it's done. And then you say, call me now, and it says, call the house phone, and it says, this is crazy. So did you call him?
Yeah, I called him and I told him that they were at the house.
You called who? You called him and told,
That, all I told him was that you guys needed to talk to me, but you guys wouldn't tell me why.
okay.
When did
And
you
what,
do that? When you were on the back porch?
and what did he say to you?
They just said, okay.
Okay. How do you know Jordie's there?
I just know what he told me.
How did he tell you? It's important.
Well, I asked him what he did with her body, and he's.
When did you ask him that?
It wasn't the next day, but.
Was it last night when you were over there? Were you over there last night?
Yeah, it was last night. But
You need to get moving on it.
I asked him when I was on the phone with him what he did with her body.
Today?
No, it was, like 2 days after it happened.
Okay. And he said,
He said that he buried her across the back porch where I showed him.
he buried her across the back porch where you showed me. Okay,
From the back house.
okay. What is the deal with the night y'all left here?
As far as what?
Burying her?
I don't really understand your question.
I
We
want-
don't think
I
that
want the
you
rest
walked to
of it.
Walmart. We don't believe that you
We-
walked to
we put-
Walmart.
Sweetheart, we pretty much know you didn't walk to Walmart. Okay.
I told you I forgot my phone in the car.
Right. Right.
As crazy as the situation was that night, do you really think that we don't believe that you took walked out of that car?
I have my phone on.
What are you afraid of at this point? Come on. Sit back for a second. Take a deep breath and tell me, what in the heck are you afraid of at this point? Okay? It's taken me a little bit to get it out of you. Okay? It has. It's taken me a little bit to get it out of you, but I finally got it out of you about all that stuff, where she's buried. What at this point are you afraid of? What's everything? Ask me. If you got questions for me, ask me. I'll do my best to answer them to the best of my ability. What are you afraid of? What is everything?
I'm scared I'm gonna lose my life.
You're afraid you're going to lose your life. Why? Who are you afraid? How are you going to lose your life? Come on.
Are you
Yeah,
afraid
you-
of Terry? Are you afraid of what he may do if he finds out you talk to us? Is that it?
It's not that I'm afraid of him, it's not that I'm not afraid of him, because I have a feeling he can get vicious and mean if he needs to.
Mm-hmm.
You think?
But I also know that he knows a lot of people that have done a lot of things.
Okay. My point is this, okay? These things that you've told us that have helped us with finding Jordie and bringing her home. There's more. We know there's more. We know that you've got a more involvement. Okay? I'm having a hard time understanding your hesitance in completing the journey story, you know?
I
You know.
walked away.
You walked away as he was burying her.
No,
You walked away the next morning after.
I walked away that night because I didn't want to be involved in it, even though I already was.
From where did you walk away?
From his house.
Okay?
What
Go
time?
ahead.
What time?
Yeah. When
What time did you guys get there?
I think maybe like 7:30 maybe,
Sounds reasonable.
I think.
It was
So
was it
what night out-
daylight? Sorry.
What happened when you got there?
I want you to tell us from when you guys pulled up in the yard. Look here. Look here. It's hard to talk about this. I know. I know it's hard to talk about this, but we're there, okay? You pull up in the yard, Jordie's in the back, what do you do?
He pulled her out, laid her on the ground. I went in the house and I got my bag, cause I had a bag with a couple of things, like clothes in it. And he got the mats out of the car and he was cleaning the mats, getting the blood off the mats.
With what?
Just the water hose, as far as I know.
Well, you say as far as I know,
Yeah.
what does that mean? You saw him doing it, right?
Yeah, but I mean, you don't know what people do after you leave.
Okay, so, but you saw him with the water hose squirting it off?
Yeah.
How much blood was there?
Part of it.
Okay.
So when I grabbed my bag of stuff, I walked down 208, down to the raceway, and I got a ride and I left.
Who did you get a ride from? Is your mom gonna verify that for us?
Probably not, because she doesn't know what happened and I don't think her to.
Well, not verify what happened, verify the fact that you called her up at 7, what'd you say?
So by the time you got to the raceway, what do you think?
And
it
what is the
was?
raceway?
If-
I don't know the
Gas
race.
station.
Right there
Like
at
the
16
racetrack?
and 208.
I think it's actually a racetrack.
Yeah.
The gas station.
Okay, so what time was it by the time you got there?
That's a long walk.
It is, it's like 9 miles. And I've walked it like 4 times.
So let me stop you right there. Let's
Yeah.
back up. Okay? So you pull up in the yard at Harry's yard at around
7:30.
7:30. It's daylight? You said he takes her body out of the back of the car? How does he take her body out of the back of the car? Is it in a... Well, just tell me. How does he get her out?
He just grabs her by her pants.
Does he pick her up and sling her out like a sack of potatoes? Does he pick her up, set her down? Does he drag her out? How does he get her out?
Picked her up and put her down gently.
Okay.
It was a complete asshole about it, where he was slinging her body everywhere, like.
So he put her down gently. I would imagine, and I'm not putting words in your mouth, I don't want to put words in your mouth, correct me if I'm wrong. You seem like the kind of person that would say something like, I don't know. I mean, if I saw you do something like, I'd say something, I don't know, something. I mean, I would say something. It's daylight and you just put a body on the ground.
And once again,
something.
I look at him and I ask him and I say, what the fuck are you doing? That's the only thing that kept coming to my mind. What the fuck are you doing? What the fuck is going on? Like, what am I even fucking involved in right now?
Yeah.
What's his answer?
I don't remember.
What is his demeanor?
He's scared, he's paranoid, he's gonna go back to prison, which, yeah, obviously he is now.
What's he wearing?
I still don't remember what he's wearing. I don't even remember what I was wearing.
What was he, let me ask, well, alright, fair enough. Alright, so, you go in the house, you said, after that?
Yeah.
You packed your bag,
Mhm.
you came back out,
Mhm.
and he's doing what when you come back out?
He's cleaning the mats,
Where's Jordie?
laying there on the ground.
Are you telling me that Harry takes Jordie's body out of the car, lays her body on the ground, and then takes time to hose the mats off prior to doing anything else? Do you comment on this?
No,
Do you think this may be odd in any way?
I think the whole situation is fucked up.
Look, I agree with you 100% on that. Does he seem...
Can I go to the bathroom? I think I'm gonna throw up.